The President of the African Union has shaken up the international arena. His statement on the sidelines of the G20 in New Delhi is sure to send shockwaves to Beijing. African Union has acknowledged India as a global superpower, even surpassing China in the influence of its population and scientific advancements. Africa's bold endorsement of India came hours after Prime Minister Modi created history when, as chair, he welcomed the African Union as a permanent member of the G20. Azali Assoumani, the president of the African Union, says, quote, India is the fifth superpower of the world, so there is enough room for India in Africa. We also know that India is so powerful that it went to space. So we just need to coordinate. India is a superpower in terms of its inhabitants. India is ahead of China now, unquote. Indian Prime Minister Modi's focus on Africa is driven by both humanitarian needs and potential. Modi took the lead as he invited Africa to the G20 high table even before the summit had formally begun. Assoumani says he was overcome with emotion and was on the verge of crying. India has emerged as one of the top 5 foreign investors in the African continent, along with United States, France, UK and China. India-Africa yearly trade is set to cross $100 billion for the first time ever. New Delhi has been actively participating in programs on drinking water, solar energy, rural sugar and textile industries in Africa. India is also boosting its defense partnership with African nations with an eye on arms exports, while India also supplied thousands of life-saving vaccines to Africa during the COVID pandemic. Earlier in June this year, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar had declared that for India, the rise of Africa is key to global rebalancing. While China remains Africa's largest trading partner, there have been protests in countries including Kenya, Ghana, Angola and Gambia against Chinese projects. Chinese infrastructure projects have been accused of being vanity projects for some leaders, some of which were never completed. China has also been accused of using its own labor force, ignoring the local economy of the African countries it invests in. In contrast, India's contribution in grassroots development programs in Africa has been increasing. These include education, healthcare, information technology, and maritime security. India has also a 3 million strong diaspora in Africa. With India now playing a key role in Africa's inclusion in the G20, the India-Africa bonds of friendship are set to grow even deeper.